Good morning or good afternoon or good evening. That's how I like to start on the videos because I never know when you're gonna watch this. This video is specifically for Michael. He ordered that watch strap for, I would think, an Omega watch because it has the logo on the buckle. We make it that way. It's probably going on something like that, but I demo it on our little Tudor. Why? You say it's 20 and 20 millimeter lug, and this is a 20 millimeter. The Tudor has these drilled lug nuts, and it's easier to take off and on that way. It's a deployment buckle. Here the click, and then this is the release. It's adjustable. The root, this is about pre-adjusted. Actually, this would be, Michael has ordered this in a standard size. The standard is it's a 7.5, a little less than 7. It's an American standard, so that is ordered that way. So it's made for that. You can adjust it larger and smaller, but one would hope that if you order an expensive strap that you give the right wrist size. It takes us about 2 days to make one of these. It certainly ties one leather worker up for more than 8 hours. I should say ties up. It's really a joy to make these, and but in term of speaking, this one has a curved lug, and to form was the watch. In this case, the watch, this Omega would have that too. They have a round case. Not all watches, let me just show you that, have round cases. I mean, for example, this is an old Turtle. It has a square case, and a curved lug on a strap would, not be the right thing. But I don't have any further instructions, so this is how it comes. This is how it's ordered, and we made it to standard size. That was the request. It's Horben black, and it's just a pleasure to work with Horben leather in general. I wipe sometimes. I have a little bit of dust, and I wipe it off, so it's prettier for you. But anyway, it has a buckle deployment always dictates sizes. For example, that this goes into the buckle. It has to be brought down. We have that contour cut anyway, but maybe for regular buckles not so strong, then it clicks in here, and see this needs to lay in here, so it has no build up other than what's absolutely necessary. This also has to have a certain thickness, so it can be mounted here. So that's any deployment buckle will give you very specific measurements. Here you have 20 or 22. In this case, it's a 20, and it's a curved lug. So I recommend it needs curved lug nuts, and I'll ship it with a couple, but don't use ours. They're just not that. We can't put in there some Rolex or Omega curved lug bars because we don't have that budget figured in the price of a watch strap. But the ones that I ship with are very inexpensive ones, but they give you a start of some form. If you don't use curved lug nuts, or lug bars, I should say, then then that curve in the leather would be pulling out and become straight. So it's easy to, but it's trained to be and accept a curved lug bar to so that curve is created out of training the leather, and also use it if you have a straight one like here. In a very short period of time, it will become straight, and it still would work. But the thing is that you can see how it forms here. It's aesthetically very pleasing that way. It's all handmade, our straps, and this one is no exception. The first 1, 2, 3 on both sides, they are saddle stitched back because it's a stress point, and we want that to be very, very sturdy. Then you can see there's another unique feature to when you get that strap. It's see how it folds here, the buckle. There is a little bit of a tail, and that tail can be actually, and the stitching ends about here. Some like to trim, and it can be trimmed by the end user just, here before the stitching. Then you have that a different kind of it's then not covered by leather, and it gives you even more room in a way. Some prefer that, or if you end up needing all the adjustment holes and need some more room, then that can be achieved too with trimming that tab. Then of course the buckle will touch your wrist. It's not a big deal though. You might prefer parts of the metals are exposed here too. That's Omega logo buckle, and it's going on an Omega, one would hope. And this is of course our Tudor. I'd like to demo it on that one because it's easier. As a matter of fact, I will take this off here on camera so you can see a little more. Well, so here it's easy to take off and on with these. The older, more utilitarian watches have drilled lugs for that reason. It makes it easier. Seiko also has in their newer LRP lines, follow up for the SKX. They have drilled lugs for easy off and on. But you can see here the curve, and I'm going to show you a curved lug bar. I'm going to leave that in there when I ship it. So I don't speak very highly of these lug bars. They're inexpensive, and if you have a $1,000 watch, or any watch really, maybe you don't want to hang on your watch's life on these lug bars. Well, I certainly wouldn't. And then I guess I do sometimes. But anyway, get yourself some nice curved lug bars, and they fit easy in and out, and you'll see. Oops, how this lug bar has a curve, and obviously then you put that in, and it will support that curve. But the leather is trained, and if you use straight lug bars, as I said earlier, in a very short period of time that leather will straighten out, and it still work that way. But it's quite some extra steps necessary to get a curve in that leather. It turned out very nice, and it goes really good with these Omegas. It's some of my favorite looks. anyway, as I said, this is for Michael. You have extra adjustment holes. Might as well show how to do that too. You would have to clip it out here, and then you can adjust the hole, and then here you just need to find that stud. And gentle. These studs are only so sturdy. You get that back in here. It's a little more difficult to do this on camera because and that's how it's adjusted. And that's how this all comes by. I'd like to point out that the larger your wrist, the better, in my view, deployment buckles work. Sometimes, oh, this is also a Tudor deployment buckle here. They inevitably have that curve, and when you have a real large wrist, then sometimes it can be a little bit squeezy, but most people find these just fine. I have a 8-inch wrist, and I sometimes wear a deployment watch. I make these two something I make here. It's one of my trinkets here, and it's for 8, and in the 8 it's very accommodating, but a 7+ still works fine. Anyway, it's a good strap. It's done. It ships out shortly. We have a nice Horben leather here, and I wish I could think of anything. It ages very nice, especially on some watch straps. The edges get very ugly with age, but the way we make them, they actually get very beautiful. I have one. Well, this one gets up there too a little, and if you like. Anyway, they age very nicely, and I have several customers come back after a few years and say, "Man, make me another one." The old one, the more years I wear it, it just seems to get nicer and nicer. I am like that with my watch straps too. Some of them, the older they get, the more I like them. I like that in shoes too, old shoes. But anyway, here it is. This is for Michael. It's tested. It fits beautiful on the 20s. Again, I leave these in. They help retain the curve, and I don't like these lug bars. They're just I call them cheapos, but we can't give a Rolex or Omega curved, or even some really good aftermarket. That's what I would suggest. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy that wearing as much as I enjoy making these trinkets. I'm very thankful for that, and you have a good day, and please come again. Bye bye.